FINS, an outward bound program for families in need of services.
Welcome to the first day of your Outward Bound experience. You guys are all a part of a great community that is worldwide. All around the world right now, people are in outward bound programs and in circles just like these.
Since 1983, FINS community programs have provided prevention services to youth and families. This program targets at-risk youth and status offenders, ages 13 to 17, that live in communities with high rates of juvenile crime.
I came to Outward Bound for help because I knew if I didn't find some type of intervention, my girls were going to end up going down the wrong road and eventually they would be in trouble with the law. Before Outward Bound, the relationship between my daughters and I, it was strained. It was miserable. We couldn't communicate.
Before I went on the course, I wasn't the kind of person you would want to be around. I used to get in a lot of fights with people I did not know. I used to get fights with my sisters and my mom and a lot of my family members.
So a typical FINS student that I see on course may have a lot of problems respecting authority, taking ownership for their own actions, issues with like responsibility, coming home by curfew, things like that, doing their chores. They also may have aggression or passivity. They may completely withdraw when confronted with a problem or completely explode. They may have problems in school, truancy, respecting teachers, and a big one is knowing time and place. When it's okay to be the clown and when it's time to settle down and respect the people around them and take it seriously.
Youth participate in an intense and challenging 20-day wilderness expedition that focuses on canoeing or backpacking. The expedition promotes success-oriented skill building and mastery in a wilderness setting.
I'd say that an Outward Bound course is definitely not easy. You have a lot of issues that you have to face. Like when you go out there, you're in the woods, and you can't just, go into your room and shut the door and ignore your problems. You have to face them.
While the child is on the Outward Bound course, it's a requirement that they do write letters to their parents, and parents are also required to write letters to their child. And I think it's an opportunity for kids and for parents to reconnect with one another, and in those letters, it's an opportunity for parents to encourage their child, maybe say some things, positive things that they haven't said to their child recently. And in turn, also, their child has an opportunity to express appreciation for their parents.
The FINS Community Expedition includes additional components for both the student and family. This may include a student spending solo time in the wilderness to reflect on newly learned skills, individualized and family goal planning, community-based service projects, and family mediation for a successful transition upon a student returning to everyday life.
An aha moment that I get to see often actually with our students, it's when they've just come through a huge wilderness type challenge, maybe paddling through a small creek and they've had to portage their gear or they've worked really hard, and when I see them and they say, "Mr. Adam, this really isn't about paddling, is it?" And I say, "Well, what do you mean?" They say, "This is about a challenge for our life. Our lives are challenges. And we're always going to have times when we have to carry our gear when it's not easy, but I get it. Because I just did that, and now the challenges in my life don't seem near as big because of everything that I've just done." And it's amazing. And you can see it sweep across their face, and they're proud.
When I got home, I had better respect for my mom. After the course and the experience I had, I realized things about myself that I had to change, and now I'm going down the right path, and that's a big difference.
Some of the key changes I've seen in my daughters, Mahalia and Felicia, is the fact that they take responsibility for their actions now. And they're just more responsible and productive members of our family.
FINS community students are typically referred to Outward Bound by schools, social service agencies, and community organizations such as teen court, drug court, civil citation, or a local runaway shelter.
Last week, I referred 2 families to Outward Bound, and they were so relieved to know there was something in the community different than just therapy and medications. It's like a timeout, a break for both sides to recoup and regain their energy and then come back together and share their experiences. I think that is crucial.
It is so important to have the community involvement, and it's been a really positive experience because students who complete Outward Bound here have been able to go and when local merchants see that they've completed Outward Bound, they're like, okay, and they know that there's some dedication there and they're willing to follow through. Teachers are very familiar with our program and so know how to support our kids when they come back to school. And there's just, the community involvement is so crucial because it's not only the students, it's not only the families, but if an entire community can embrace these students and the learning that they have, then it just sets everybody up for success.
Our data in Alabama shows that our FINS population is about 85% successful at staying in school and staying out of trouble with the law. And that's really kind of the bottom line. There is nothing better and there is nothing more cost effective, in my opinion, in the country today to help teenagers get their life back on track.
They're able to take a young person and on not a whole lot of money are able to make a profound change in that person's life and in that person's family and ultimately in our whole community.
Right after I went on my Outward Bound course and my sister was about to go, I told her to just go out there and have fun and just, you know, enjoy it.
My favorite highlight of the course was being in the wilderness, seeing how pretty it was and how calming it really is, and to know that you can do things if you put your mind to it.
For more information or to get involved, please contact Outward Bound.